Alright, hello everyone, it's Silver Kyle, and it is time for a Blu-ray collection update. I have 8 titles here to show you all. However, not all of them are Blu-rays. I have 3 DVDs, 1 4K Blu-ray, and the rest are regular Blu-rays. So let's start off with the DVDs first. Let's start with these two. Now, I've recently been watching a show from the 90s that I absolutely loved. It started, I think, in 90 or 91, but it didn't come to Canada until 1998. And then we got, like, pretty much all the seasons all at once throughout, like that year or two that it first aired, which was awesome. You just kept watching a new episode week to week to week, like Mondays to Friday. It was great. And I love this show. I really do. It's so nostalgic, and that's probably a lot of the reasons why I love it so much. But that is Rugrats, Season 3 and Season 4. I love the Rugrats. I finished Season 1 and 2 recently. I picked those up as well, I think, in my last collection update. Currently going through Season 3 at the moment, and just absolutely loving it. I would still say that Season 1 and 2 are my favorite. And as the show progressed, like each season, Season 3 and 4 are still comparable. When Dill was introduced, the younger brother of Tommy, that's where I found that I wasn't as interested because I just do not like Dill at all. But yeah, there's just something about the Rugrats that's just so innocent and pure fun, pure innocence. I don't know. It brings me back to the 90s and being like a kid and just enjoying, you know, watching these shows and really enjoying TV shows back then as a kid. TV shows for kids nowadays look horrible. Every once in a while I'll take a peek to see, like, maybe there's something that I could possibly enjoy. Once in a while there is, like Avengers Assemble, quite a few years back now though. I did enjoy that. Sometimes with the superheroes shows, I can still enjoy them. Or if they bring back like an anime from back then, I'll still generally enjoy it. But yeah, TV shows, for the most part, I'm just not interested. However, they are coming back with the Rugrats. They are coming back with a full movie and a full season for TV. I'm so excited. I have heard that the TV show will be animated or something like that, like real-life animation, which is, I'm okay with that because it's for the movie. But for the TV show, you have to keep the real animation that looks like this. And I'm almost hoping that it's not the new polish. Like in the last few seasons, it's so polished. Every cartoon gets that. Like at the beginning, it's so gritty and the animation's kind of weird. Simpsons, Rugrats, pretty much every show that I can remember that I really enjoyed had like the first few seasons, they just didn't look as nice. And then as the years went on and they got better, and then eventually they get to it like they're so polished that it's just like it's too perfect for a cartoon. I don't like that as much. So I would love for them to go back to like Season 1, the weird kind of animation that they used back then was so awesome. But anyway, having a lot of fun with Rugrats, and I cannot wait for the next season that they're going to be putting out there. I'm just worried that it's not going to live up to my expectations, which are crazy high at the moment. Next up is another TV show from the late 90s, 1999, I believe. I really like this show. It is anime, and that is Season 1 of Digimon. I saw this. I was like, when I was picking up Rugrats, and I saw this, like, oh, we recommend that you get this one too. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Good recommendation. I hate the recommendations that they put because usually they're always something that I really want, and it's so hard not to get tempted. And you look at the price, and it's like, it's just a few extra bucks. So yeah, very excited to start this show again. I haven't seen this since it came out. Like, this is going to be so much fun. Technically, I guess the same thing was with the Rugrats. Like, I had not watched the Rugrats since the early 2000s probably. So, you know, it's 15 years-ish. Oh, I'm getting old. All right, that's it for the DVDs. Now we're going to go on to the Blu-rays. So I picked up the 20th anniversary of LA Confidential, and look at this slipcover. This is just absolutely gorgeous. This is what it is the Blu-ray, but this slipcover, weh! I don't know. I'm just loving that slipcover. Fantastic film. I find that there's not enough movies about detectives like this. This is wow. Kevin Spacey, Russell Crowe, and Guy Pearce, and Kim Basinger as well, and Danny DeVito. I didn't really care for Danny DeVito in this. Danny DeVito is good in some movies, but he was just there in this movie. Everybody else in this is freaking fantastic. I love LA Confidential, and if you like detective movies, check it out. Next up is The Post, starring Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep. Love the two actors. Meryl Streep did an amazing job, as she always does in this movie. I love how in this movie she what happens is her husband passed away, and she ends up inheriting the Post, the big newspaper, and the Washington Post, and I believe it's the Washington Post. They are in Washington. I think it's Washington. Anyway, she ends up inheriting the company, and so she has all these other people that are part of the board that are always talking, and she has to she basically does all the reading and all the homework to try to understand how the business works, because she'd never had to work with it before, and she's so cute and innocent in a way that she wants to kind of talk, but she's shy, and she doesn't. It's everybody that is on the board is male, and I get that in this movie they were really pushing forward women empowering and all that stuff, and I felt that for the entire film I was really in agreement. I was like, this is a really good way to show that, she's in the board with a bunch of men, and she's the only one that really did the reading, and she understands what to say, but she's shy, and she doesn't feel like she's in the right place to be able to talk about it, because they all know what they're talking about, and she was just, because of her husband that she has this power. So that I fully loved. But at the end of the movie, they have this scene where she walks out and there's a bunch of women in a line, and I was like, this is too much. I fully agree that everything should be equal. I am a feminist, but they were pushing it so much at the end that it just felt it was overkill. And the rest of the movie was just okay. I wasn't thrilled about it. The acting was very good, especially for Tom Hanks just was kind of Tom Hanks. Not his best movie, but he still did a good job. He wasn't just phoning it in. Meryl, though, as always, top class. She was fantastic in it. It's just the rest of the movie was okay. The ending, though, the last 3 minutes was so awesome. So I wouldn't recommend buying this. I think I am gonna actually get rid of it, because I don't think I'd ever really want to watch it again. So we'll see how that goes. But I was just a little bit let down with that movie. Next up is 2001: Space Odyssey. Still have not seen this. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I've seen a few of Kubrick's. I've seen The Shining, excellent. I've seen Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Love the Bomb and Let Go, whatever that one is. Doctor Strangelove, Peter Sellers. I love that movie. That's probably my favorite Kubrick one. And I've seen, what's the other one with war? I Love You Long Time. That movie there. The first half of that film, before they go to war, and then when they're in the training camp, then the boot camp, best part of the film, by far. Loved that film. We'll see how I feel about this one. But I have to see it. I have to see it. Same thing with this one. And I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. But I have to see it, and we'll go from there. And that is Orson Welles' Citizen Kane. I don't know how... but the lighting was just completely messed up there. Or the color. A lot of people say this is one of the best films of all time. Best film ever made. We'll see. I'm trying not to have any expectations. That's how I should go into this. And last but not least, I had to get this on 4K, and I still haven't seen it in 4K yet. But I saw this movie twice in theaters. Such a good time. Absolutely, just an amazing time. And that is The Avengers: Infinity War. And I think that this was filmed in real 4K. I do have Black Panther and Thor Ragnarok, which were the last two Marvel movies before this. And those ones, they were upgraded or upscaled or whatever to 4K, so they weren't true 4K. Whereas I think this actually is. I'd have to actually do a little bit of research on that. I've heard that it is, but I didn't actually check it out myself. So we'll see. Either way, though, it's going to look fantastic because Black Panther and Thor did look really good. And I'm going to be watching it soon. Maybe this weekend. We'll see. So there you have it. That is my Blu-ray slash DVD slash 4K update for this video, and we'll see you all next time. You've been bearded in. Beardage.